Off we go.
All right, guys. So last week, while Crispin was off getting married and continuing to, in this world, lead the lizard folk revolution against the bullywugs, the rest of the party made their way into the basement dungeon cave network of Castle Neritar, where they eventually stumbled across Farbleck Spattergoo and Drowmore Borngray and had what was essentially our first boss battle. And the party was able to make it out on top. And after a long rest, went back down into the caves. And we're doing a little exploring when we left off last week.
If we can start within that long rest, you remember that book from the wizard that we picked up when we first started infiltrating the castle, his spell book? Can I spend some time trying to read it, trying to figure out what any information it contains, get an idea of what this kind of magic this guy knows?
Sure. Yeah, you can definitely spend your time, like when you're. I know you took. I think you took first watch, but you can definitely spend that time reading as well.
Cool. Do I need to make an investigation check or arcana check, or can I just take 20?
You can just take 20.
Sweet.
And I mean, as far as specifics of what's in the book, I don't really have that, but it is like I said, it's a traveling spell book, so it's not everything that Asbara Joss knows as far as spells and things like that goes, but it's the spells that he finds most useful when he's on the road.
Speaking from this out of game, is it just gives me the information for my next level up? That's all. Mm-hmm. So I'm not too worried about that.
Right. All right. So let me I need to grab Crispin's token and bring him down here with you guys because he's back, y'all.
Oh, hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Crispin, why don't you tell the party a little bit about how what you were up to while you were gone?
Well, we were, after seeing how inept those lizard folks were, I figured someone had to show them how to get the job done, so we went around killing a lot of frogs. I taught them how to not kill the tied up ones, and then we heard about the death of the Spattergoo guy, and I figured you guys had something to do with it, so that leads me to here.
We're not going to kill any more of our hostages?
I hope not. That was one of the key things I kept going over. Tied up means stay alive.
Well,
they can kick them all they want, but just don't kill.
Yeah, the reason why I got ejected and rejoined you guys early is Crispin eventually got sick of my shit and kicked me out. When every time he sat there and said that I gave like a facial expression, it goes like, you don't really have to follow that direction.
So they don't understand sarcasm and subtlety?
Well, I beat it out of them.
They would not have understood Tyrannus' sarcasm and subtleties, considering they don't speak English, and most of Crispin's commands were via actions and mime.
Mm.
To be honest, those of us who speak English don't understand most of Tyrannus' sarcasm.
So I take it that Spattergoo, that work was you guys?
He's now Spattergoo, yes.
Nice.
Don't laugh, you don't understand that. You don't speak common.
All right, guys.
So
where do you guys want to go?
So if I can gather a party around, sit there, goes like, guys, is it interesting at all that there's that one room that has mist and literally nowhere else in this cave has any sort of humidity in it at all?
Do you not have a steam room?
Not in my cave. I mean, there's got to be some sort of cause from it. It's not magical because when I breathed it in, it didn't do anything to me, or at least I didn't notice. So like, what's it about?
Did you notice a temperature difference in the mist? Was it a warm or cold mist?
You did, Tyrannus. You had joked about taking a deep breath, and I said it was cold.
I did particularly. It was cold.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So the one thing that's got a problem with this is the mist is about as tall as I am. How about somebody with a more advantageous height position investigate that, see what we can find?
Sure. If you think it's worth a look, I'll take a check. I'll take a check. So where is said mist?
It's like the northwestern part of the cavern.
I thought anytime we all went through it though.
You guys didn't go. You didn't go all the way into that back room where Tony and Tyrannus went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go investigate then.
Did we want to see what was up these stairs we're looking at first, or are we just going into the nest?
I mean, we can. We certainly can. We're here. We might as well.
All right, hang on. This is gonna take some time because that cavern's actually quite large.
See water.
It is a large underground lake.
Does it seem like there's anything other than water?
As you step into the room, you hear a very loud, echoing ribbit.
More frogs.
Out on the island is a giant frog.
Anybody care to fight this thing?
I've killed enough frogs.
I could care less about it.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to get in the way of anything here. As I scan around the room, there's like... It seemed to me that our main purpose here was to figure out what Rezmir was doing here. I don't think a frog is going to get any useful information from that.
I think there's a passage towards the mist up to the north.
Yes, off in the distance, you can see that path up there.
Let's just sneak around the outside here and avoid the frog.
Yeah, let's head that way and see if he does anything. If he doesn't, we'll just leave him alone.
Sounds good to me.
As you guys get about to around like that bend there, Laven, where you're at, you hear the frog let out another loud croak, and then you hear a splash as he swims off out of sight.
Did we see which direction he jumped off? Was it towards the coastline or away?
Away.
Okay, good.
Keep moving.
I remember this room.
So yeah, as you guys enter the room into the mist, you do notice the temperature drop a good 10-15 degrees in the mist. The mist is quite cool, and it seems to be coming from this direction. So the mist is kind of pouring into the room you're in now. I shouldn't say pouring, but slowly rolling into.
Now, I thought I heard the mist was about gnome height, so can I see over it?
It's the mist is 3 feet deep, tall. So
Okay.
How tall are you, Crispin? I don't
I
know.
would be 6 feet 7 inches, I believe.
Yeah, you
Yes.
Laven and Hagrid can see over the mist quite handily. Tony is basically at eye level with the top of the mist, and Tyrannus, you see the top of his head sort of bobbing up and down in the mist as he walks.
And do we see anything else above the mist, or is it just kind of like an empty room besides?
In this chamber, there's nothing else.
Polo.
Off to the right, you do see. Sorry, there's a large crane on a ledge. It's about 15 feet up in the air, used for moving heavy objects.
And if I were to go onto my knees, could I see through the mist at all?
If you were to go onto your knees, so like you were under the mist.
Yeah.
No. So like the chamber is essentially full 3 feet deep of mist. So like
Okay.
from floor up to 3 feet is
Right.
You guys
a
keep
thick
talking. I can't really see too well.
Polo.
Polo.
Thank you.
Fish out of water.
Huh, where?
I'm gonna try to throw my voice when I say polo to make Tyrannus run into a wall.
Oh, fuck!
Can we hear anything like a source for the fog at all?
No, not really. It just appears to be coming from the room. It gets still colder, like a few more, about 5 degrees cooler as you enter the room, Leovan. Does anyone have a passive perception score of 10 or lower?
11 is mine.
No.
No? Okay. So Leovan, as you're entering the room, and Tony, and so as you guys enter the room, those of you who can see above the mist, you can sort of see over in this direction, in sort of the larger bulbous part of the chamber, a faintly glowing, looks like kind of like a circle. You can sort of see it through the fog. Tony and Tyrannus, you guys can't see that. However, you do feel sort of an arcane presence in the room.
Whoa, hold up, guys. Little guys, you might want to stop walking.
At this point, I just ran into his calves, and his heel hit me in the stomach. I go, yep, okay, agreed.
So what do we think about that light?
Oh, give me a sec.
Well, there's a light over in the, well, I guess you can't tell there's a corner. Well, first of all, there's a corner. Second of all, there's a light in the corner.
Interesting.
Third of all, that's all I can tell.
So you want to have dispel magic or anything like that? Maybe we can clear the mist that way?
Do not.
Let's see here.
I know it's not one that people normally carry with them, but
Yeah, I could have used the Mockingbird in order to help with this, but I broke it. Haven't gotten around to fixing it yet.
We can throw something at it. I can kick it.
Are there any stones nearby, like a pebble, rock, anything?
Go ahead and make a investigation check with disadvantage.
So that was a natural 20 and a 14 plus 3, 17.
Okay. So, Tyrannus, you kind of go down on your hands and knees and feel around for a little bit, and after grabbing Crispin's heel about a half a dozen times as you're searching, thinking that it's a rock, you do eventually wind up finding a...
First off, you do leg day, Crispin. I can tell.
You do wind up finding a small palm-sized rock.
All right. So does anybody want to take this rock and just throw it at the thing?
Yeah, I guess if that'd be well, if that's athletics or acrobatics, I can definitely take a stab at it. Crispin's...
It'd be like a
he's got
ranged
good arm.
attack, so it'd be like a
Oh, yeah,
D20
definitely.
plus your dex.
Yeah,
Here.
I'll take a stab at it.
Yeah, here, take this rock.
All right. The old college try. Does anyone have any objections before I do this? Because this could go horribly wrong.
I think we're all expecting to be wrong, so go ahead.
All right. On that note, I chuck it. And that is an 8 plus just straight dex plus 5. 13.
All right. Luckily, it's a rather it's a decent sized circle, probably about the size of Leovin's the range of his produced flame right now. But when you throw it, it hits the ground and clatters across the stone floor without any effect and without any really difference in what it did. Oh, wow. Okay. Good thing you're not the DM, babe. Hagrid.
What happened? I didn't see it as I'm like jumping and my eyes just barely get over the mist.
I shaved the day. You missed it. Totally cool. Kill the dragon.
Oh, thanks.
Hagrid, this area seems familiar from a map that you took a look at in a particular tower of the castle.
What seems familiar?
This area. From the
Okay.
map that you were able to look at that had
I don't suppose I happen to grab that map and bring it with me.
I mean, you didn't state so at the time. Do you remember what was on the map? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
The teleportation circle that Resmir had on a map in her study.
Oh. Okay.
And there was a passphrase or command word that went with that.
Oh, shoot. That I do remember something about. Fortunately, not enough.
I'll type it for you again.
Well, let me check. I always close that, so let me see if it's on there.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, I just sent it to you again though, in that chat. Should be at the very bottom. Do you see it?
Hold on. I do not have the greatest of internet, and no, nothing's coming up.
Okay, the command word was Drazier.
Okay.
So that's the command word that you saw listed on the map of the teleportation circle.
All right. I don't know if you can tell from my not moving, but I'm hesitant to do that. And unless we're not going to get anywhere in this castle, I don't know what else. If we go in that circle and we teleport somewhere, that's where we're going. We're not going to get to check out anything else.
Okay, so what's the party's ultimate goal right now? Are you guys looking for someone? Like, did I miss something? Well, I was gone. What's the ultimate goal right now?
Hunt down Cult of the Dragon, murder them all, prevent Tiamat from rising.
And do we think this teleportation thing will take us to like a private chamber where we can get some top people, or do we think it's just like a random one where we get to pick our destination?
Correct me if I'm wrong here, DM, but from what I understood is that we followed Resmir here, and we were behind by a good bit, but we had solid information saying Resmir was here at one point. And now we've searched a good majority of this castle, and we have no trace of Resmir.
Yeah, pretty much. So you guys followed Resmir and the treasure to the roadhouse and or to Waterdeep, where you guys continued to follow the treasure but lost track of Asbara Joss and Resmir. However, when you guys continued to follow the treasure, you found this castle and also traces of Asbara Joss and Resmir having been at this castle.
And this was Resmir's map that we saw that had the
Correct.
teleport, or that he saw that had the teleportation map on it.
Yeah, these
Mark
are
on
notes from her chambers in her tower of the castle, as well as Leovan had found letters and correspondence not only with Dralmor Borngray between her and him, as well as between Resmir and someone named Talus the White.
So if he was here and now he's not, probably went to the teleportation circle, no?
It stands to logic However, if we want to sit there and clear the rest of this and be sure that he's definitely not here, I would sit there and say I'm 99% certain that if there's a teleportation circle here, as we believe there is, and no evidence of higher-ups, that they probably escaped and they're in another castle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if everyone's satisfied that we've investigated everything we need to and should have here, and this is the culmination of all of our previous efforts and the continuation of said efforts, then, hey guys, I remember this. I saw a map up in one of the chambers, and it mentioned something about taking you somewhere. And there was a word that you used to go. So is this something we want to do?
Yeah. Who wants to be the patient zero on this?
Not it.
You know what?
I'll go.
What was the secret word?
Well, can we all fit in the circle, I wonder, and we could all just go at the same time?
You certainly could.
Yeah, the circle is definitely large enough to accommodate the five of you.
So we can all die together.
We teleport together or we die together, one way or another.
Ride or die, bitches.
Oh, I feel like we're in Fast and the Furious.
So, Laven, I'm actually going to move you right there. That way everyone can kind of see where the circle is, since you have your produce flame open.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. All right. Someone want to say the word?
Tacos.
Drazier, was it? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
All of a sudden, you hear kind of a high-pitched whining sound and a bright flash of light. And before you guys really get a feel for what's going on, you wind up in a small clearing. You wind up in a small clearing in the. Jesus, I can't. In a clearing of a woods, like in the mountains. The wind is howling around you. It's very cold. And up ahead of you, in a short distance away, you can see a large hunting lodge, or a large lodge, I should say. It's a stone and wooden building that's a little bit ahead. All around you, you actually see some. You're standing between a pair of moss-covered standing stones. There are a couple other portals near, or you assume they're portals at least, because there's a couple other sets of standing stones. But none of them have active portals around them. Even below you, if you look, there's no indication that there was once a teleportation circle underneath your feet. And like I said, up ahead, actually, Tyrannus, why don't you go ahead and make a investigation check for me?
9.
9. Okay. You see some grooves in the stones in a language other than Common.
All right. Do I have any idea what subset the language is?
As you kind of look through it, it looks as though they're written in Draconic. It looks like a sub language known as Laros that you're sort of familiar with.
I would like to use my first wizard spell, and I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages, and then touch the rock. And does that allow me to translate what it says?
Yes. So the rock next to you, they appear to be like sort of road markers. Sort of. The one next to you says "Unquiet swamp of mournful croaking." And you can see sort of highlighted for you are languages on the other stones. But you can't read them because you're not standing next to them.
Since I have this for a minute, how many of these stones can I go around, touch and translate?
You can get to all of them. They're not far away. They're within insight.
So we've got frog bog.
Yeah, another one mentions snowy lands, and the third says red sun, but provides no place names.
Red sun, and I'm sorry, what was that?
Snowy lands. So
okay.
Somewhere more snowy than this, apparently.
All right. Well, guys, we've got some directional markers. However, I would imagine it'd be better that we built up a base camp. Let's see what's in that lodge, see if we can turn that into a forward operating base. Anybody got thoughts on that?
Is anyone else stuck in the logo screen like I am?
You're not stuck there. That's where I placed you.
You placed us on the logo screen.
Correct.
And then you're telling us about what's around us.
Yes, because you can't. I don't have a map for exactly what you're looking at right now.
Not used to that.
Well, how long has it been since the last rest?
The party had a rest just a couple hours ago.
Okay, so by setting up base camp, what are you talking about? Like
essentially somewhere that we know we can control. I mean,
okay,
we don't know anything from fuck all about all
right.
This. So just having some familiar land where we can sit there, come back to, make an easily defensible point. That way,
if we get split up, this is the meeting point or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, we know that there's somewhere that we can backtrack to, in case we extend ourselves.
Well, what do we got that we can fortify this place then? Because I lost my rope, and that was about all I was good for.
I mean, at a certain point, we do need to explore this area.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any objections to checking out that Stone and Wood Lodge? See what's inside that.
So it's as good a place to start as any.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty,
No
so
objection.
as you guys kind of walk through the woods, you arrive at the lodge. There's a trail, kind of a path leading to the front door of the lodge. Another one sort of trudged through the snow around off to the side.
Do they look like they've been used recently?
Yes.
Should we knock?
Are there any signs of like fires, like in chimneys or anything?
Yes, there are all sorts of signs of inhabitation for the lodge. There are lights in windows. There's a fire. The tracks leading up to and around the front door are probably the freshest, whereas the tracks leading around the building are starting to get dusted over from the storm.
All right.
Good.
So logically, we will not be alone in this building.
Well, we can be.
Based on how we got here, I would think that they're not going to be friendly.
All right.
Do we see any specific markings on the building that indicate Cult of the Dragon influence, or?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I mean, I'm just wondering if it's a coincidence that we stopped at this place, or is this only because people from the teleportation circle come here?
I would guess the second one being true.
I got a 7.
A 7. You do see a small insignia. It looks like it's carved into the doorway, the wood around the doorway. But from where you're standing, you can't see it very well.
All right. Suggestion, guys. what if we checked these two smaller buildings around this lodge? Since the signs here make it appear that there's less recent entry and probably less individual. And if there's something to sabotage, there's something to sabotage.
All right. Works for me.
All right.
Blow up another wagon, Tyrannus.
Do these small buildings have windows?
From where you guys are at, you can't tell.
Okay.
Well,
So
what if we stay low and underneath the windows? Hagrid, you're probably going to need to army crawl this entire thing. And I'll start heading around this right path here. Sneakily, of course.
And did you say it's snowing currently?
Yes.
And is that giving us any sort of cover, or is it not heavy, really heavy enough?
Can you hear the storm?
Yes, I can.
Sounds pretty heavy.
Okay, I like it.
Ooh. All right, so that's a natural one on my stealth check, by the way.
You don't need to roll stealth.
Good. When I'm stealthing, I'm just like letting out large farts every step.
With the din of the storm, as well as the windows being shuttered to help maintain warmth inside, no one's really looking for you right now. So the first building you get to, this one is there's no windows on the building. There is a door, large wooden door. Where you guys are at, it's not locked.
Does this place look inhabited too?
I can crack the door and take a peek.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check. Leovan, you can't tell if it really looks inhabited. There's access to and from it. However, there's no windows or anything to show you signs of.
Can we
like
hear
smoke
anything?
or anything?
Sounds
No.
coming from it?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh my god. That guy's going to jail. That's a 4.
Nope, you don't hear anything.
Hagrid's really perceptive today, guys.
He really is.
Maybe I should take my
And my
hands off my ears.
But then they'll be cold.
as Tyrannus says that through his teeth chattering loudly. All right, Crispin, what was your stealth check?
It was an adjusted 18, 7 plus the 11.
Okay, so you're able to slowly open the door, and there's little to no sound at all.
Is there any light?
Just sort of the light coming in from outside, and there's a dim torch on the outside. Or not outside, sorry, like at the back. You can make out some stalls and a well on the inside.
Oh. It's their shit house.
Okay, I just turn back and I say, I whisper, seems empty. Looks like there's not much in here, just a well in the center. I'm gonna open the door a little more and duck walk in.
Okay.
And see if I can hear anything else after a few steps in.
You don't hear anything. The stables are actually they're large.
Oh, this is.
Yeah, so it's anyone who wants to make an investigation check to see kind of maybe like what was in these stables.
Get 19.
19.
I won't bother.
14.
15. All right, Crispin and Leovan, or sorry, not Crispin, Tyrannus and Leovan, you guys notice some of the signs of wyverns having been held in these stables at one time. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 to 3 wyverns, but currently there's nobody home.
Do I also notice Crispin and Tyrannus getting a little close?
Can I roll a stealth check for this?
Sure.
What if I want to be caught?
You can choose to fail a roll.
I'll just go on.
Tyrannus has done it before.
Yep. Mostly involving drinking, though. Can I look down this well and see what's in there?
Sure.
Investigate?
Yes.
I probably feel that's 12.
12?
Yep.
No. The well is filled with water. It's the water source for this lodge.
I want to fake push Tyrannus down.
Fake push? Fake push?
Like, bump him towards the edge, but not actually knock him in.
Oh, gotcha. Is this your thing now, pushing people into water?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I want to use that to stage dive into the water so I can just piss in it.
Okay, so you are now roughly 10 feet below the top of the well, Tyrannus, in some very, very cold water.
Oh, Jesus. As I immediately void my bladder. Not expecting the water to be that cold. It's like, guys, this is a terrible idea. Help me.
Go ahead and make a strength check, Tyrannus.
Oh,
How
jeez.
deep down is he?
About 10 feet down there.
4.
4. You try to climb the rope for the bucket for the well, and your hands keep slipping because your grip is starting to get weaker as your hands are very cold now.
Can I start cranking the bucket shaft?
Yes.
I'll give him a hand.
Can I try to grab onto the rope again so that the bucket shaft helps me?
Yes. Go ahead and why don't both of you make a strength check?
12.
18. Thank God.
So Tyrannus, you're able to get your feet into the bucket and hold on, which is about all your strength can do for you. Is to hold on to the rope and not fall out of the bucket back down into the well. But eventually, Crispin is able to wind you up, and you're able to get out of the well.
Well, that was an awful idea.
As are many of yours.
All right. So, next building?
I think
Yes.
so.
Alrighty. So we are back outside.
How you feeling how you feeling about that decision to jump in the well?
Here's the problem: is I don't feel much at all right now. As I'm just trying to peg leg, trying to get to the next building.
All right. So this stone outbuilding has a mossy roof and no windows. The solid oak door that you can see Haggard and Leia in is 9 feet tall, and the whole thing resembles a small barn.
Smell like a barn.
You can't really smell much right now, other than the cold wind and snow blowing past your face.
Does it smell like Tony?
Surprisingly, no.
No? All right, let's go in. No barbarians in here.
We found a place where we can't smell Tony.
All right. All right. So, how do you guys want to go about trying to get in the door?
So if
Check to
it's
see if it's locked. Traps.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for traps.
so you said it resembles a barn, does that mean it has a sliding barn door?
It does not. It's a 9-foot tall oak door.
I probably can't reach the handle then.
I got an 8.
An 8. It doesn't appear as though it's locked.
Do I hear anything from inside?
Make a perception check.
Oh, that time I got a 19.
You do hear some noises from inside. some shuffling around and things like that. It doesn't sound like any noises of sort of readiness or anything like that.
So,
You guys want me to take a little look, or?
Sorry, Hagrid, what was that?
We should open the door and look inside.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, Crispin, are you opening the door again?
Yeah, I'll throw my elven hood on and try to just crack the door and take a peek.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh. That would be a 10.
A 10 is not going to get the door to budge.
Damn. Tony! I need the help of a barbarian over here.
Alright.
We need more strength.
We also need the help of someone who can reach the door.
Alrighty. Strength check, you say?
Yeah.
17. Plus... It should be a 3. So 21.
21. Wait, 17 plus 3 is 20.
Yeah,
It's the
20.
stroke.
Anyway, Tony is able to. He pulls on the door handle. Both hands and his feet are against the wall of the outbuilding, and you hear the sound of wood creaking and ice sort of breaking, and the door opens, and the smell of rotting flesh wafts out. You guys see near the back of the building is a four-armed troll in a muddy cloak holding the leash of a small dragon. What do you want?
Oh,
Show the sign.
At this point, I stick my hand up and give the five outstretched fingers salute.
He goes and he shakes his head up and down. So you guys are good. Y'all are all right.
Can you give us a status report?
Status report.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be down here.
Yeah. Status report. I just got hired as the new dragon hatchery and nursery commander. And I just want an update. I want to know what things were like so we can sit there and improve conditions for everybody.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Deception, eh? Adjusted 27 plus 13.
He looks at you, kind of thinks about what you said for a minute. He's a troll, and he says, "Can you fix the cold?"
You know, we're working to insulate this. It's one of our first projects. I promise you, it's on our list. So, can you tell me more about your direct supervisors? Are they in that next building, the big building?
Talus and Big House. Yes.
Talus, eh? And Talus is your direct supervisor?
Yes.
Tell me about Talus. What kind of person?
She's a woman. Person.
Mean woman, nice woman? How does she treat you?
He hang on a sec. I'm reading to see if it actually says about anything about their sort of interactions.
While that's going on, I'll go to the party. It's like, Talus the White. That name came up earlier, right?
Good question. I don't remember.
No, wasn't that on the map that Hagrid was talking about?
I think you are correct.
Okay, so at this point, I turn away from the troll and I try to whisper towards the rest of the party. I think we need to be prepared for some real shit going down when we get into that building.
Yes, you should probably find out how many people we're up against in there too.
That depends. You think that guy can count better than Tony?
I think most anyone can count better than Tony.
If you can give us
hear you.
more or less than 5, that's all we really need to know.
Does he? Yeah. Do you think he understands the concept of 5? It's a
Fair
big ask.
Okay. More or less than 1.
At this point, I turn around back to the troll and goes like, and repeat my question. Talos, nice to you, mean to you. What's up?
Talos respect Trespin, hunt and track game and keep off intruders.
Very good. Sounds like you're both doing great work. I sit there. It's like I don't know if there's any use for us to go after this guy. Maybe it's time to head into the building and take what comes after us.
Go ahead, everyone. Make an investigation check just to see if you see something here.
16.
I'm going with 11.
7.
14.
10.
Haggard, what'd you say?
7.
7. Oh, I couldn't tell if you said 7 or 11. All right. Laven, what did you get again?
16.
16. Okay. Laven, you notice at the back of one of the open kennels, 3 boar spears have been lashed together in a rough and strong tripod. An animal carcass hangs from the tripod by a rope, probably a young boar, though the flies make it hard to tell. Beneath it is a bowl circled by runes written in blood.
That's creepy.
Yeah, I don't think there's much for us to find out in here. It's just we know that there's a heavy hitter inside that building.
What do the runes mean?
The runes are written in giant.
Does the troll speak giant?
Yes.
Do we know why she's called Kalash the White?
Talus?
Yes.
White.
Because dragons are racist as fuck.
No, you guys don't know why she's known as Talus the White.
Hey, troll.
What is it, elf?
What's up with the runes over here?
He sort of straightens up a little bit, and you see that he is large. He is a very well built, 4-armed troll, and he says, "Shrine for Baphomet." Or Baphomet. I don't know how to pronounce that. Baphomet? Yeah, we'll go with Baphomet.
I don't know how to pronounce it either, so don't feel bad.
What is Baphomet then?
Go ahead and make a... You're asking him?
Yeah.
You don't know Demon Lord Baphomet?
I've heard some things, but first few days on the job, just making sure I know what the people know.
People know I worship Baphomet. Baphomet, Lord, Hunters, and slayers.
All right. Yeah. I mean, Human Resources says I can't fire you based off your religious beliefs, so I think our business is done here.
Actually, you mentioned you do the hunting. How much food do you guys go through here? Is it a lot, or?
Takes most of my time.
Okay. And where do you do the hunting?
He looks at you kind of confused. The woods?
Okay.
Where else would you hunt?
Yeah. Wherever there's things to be killed.
And this is where we found out that our party has less intelligence collectively than a troll. All right. Who wants to check the big building now?
Yeah.
Guess so.
Might as well.
Yep.
Let's go in the back, though.
Here's our question here. No, it's a stupid question. I'm going to keep to myself.
There are no stupid questions, only stupid people.
I was going to sit there and say, how about some of us go through this entrance and then a couple of us go around through the other, and there's people in there, we can go after them. Then I realized we have no idea what's in there.
Or how many, locked doors separate those two.
That's why I was going to keep my stupid idea to myself.
I was with you for the first 3 seconds.
Yeah, and then when we thought about it, even in the slightest.
Yeah, thinking's overrated.
Before we do this, I want to inspire Crispin.
I'm feeling it.
And I'm just going to tell him, just remember, when you're trying to stab somebody, don't let them see you. And that's all. That's what I say to inspire him.
Okay.
Wow. That is great advice. No one's ever put it that way before. So simple.
Oh, Jesus. Hang on a sec, guys. Oh. Okay. Now I'm ready for you. So you guys walk in through the door, and you see a kitchen. This spacious kitchen is a hive of activity. A large stove against one wall contains a roaring fire with a bubbling stew pot and shanks of venison suspended above it. Strings of onions and herbs crisscross the ceiling like webs above cluttered tables. Preparing meals are 4 humans, 2 men and 2 women. All are within arm's reach of boiling water, cleavers, and knives, and their stares make it quite clear that they don't like company.
Well, then let's pass through as quickly and quietly as we can and go to the other door.
Which door would you like to use? There are 4 that you guys can see.
I'm going to saunter in this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why not?
All right.
Follow suit.
So this room is... this room contains 3 beds and a simple writing desk. The room is smelled clean, and the floorboards are swept spotless. You see 3 human servants in here, sort of passing through.
All right, I'm just going to look like I belong here, and I'm going to try to see if I can move through the room.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
Following him, I guess.
Crispin's gonna walk up to one of the chefs. This one right there. Toss him a gold piece and ask for a bowl of soup. That's what I'm gonna do. How about a bowl of soup? Just flip him a gold piece.
He doesn't make an attempt to catch the gold piece. He
No.
lets it land on the table that he's working on, and he looks at you, sort of takes the cleaver that he was using and sort of pushes the tip into the counter and leans on it a little bit, and he looks at you and he says, "You'll eat when dinner's ready."
All right. I take another gold piece and I flick it right at his forehead, and then I turn away.
Laven, you sounded like you were about to say something.
I'm gonna start butchering some of the venison they have.
It's already like cut and it's just hanging to be used.
Oh, I thought it was like carcass.
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna mess about trying to pretend I know how to cook things.
Okay. Make a performance check.
What is my performance? 0. Okay, so 13.
So as you start like putting things together in a pot, you hear the sounds of chopping and cooking start to slowly stop around you. As you look up and you notice that all 4 of them are looking at you, clearly knowing that you have no idea what you're doing.
I slowly walk away. What's going on here, guys?
These servants have left the room and kind of gone back about their business. All right, guys. So, where are we headed now?
I guess following these guys.
Is there anything on this desk?
No, nothing really. It's kept very tidy, so there's no letters or anything like that sitting about. It's just stationery and writing supplies, though they look like they haven't really been used.
Let's go this way.
Okay. This room is the bath. A small chamber has a large bathtub in it. The lower bath doubles as a laundry for the servants to wash linens, beddings, and so forth.
Well, it's going to be awkward with 5 guys in a bathroom, so back out and head this way.
I'm going to see what's on the other side of this door.
All right, Laven, you see a large room with a fireplace, or sorry, no fireplace. I don't think that's maybe there is. Let me figure out what room you're in to begin with. Okay. So the stout beams overhead are stained black with smoke. A comfortable table and chairs, a small wardrobe, and a suit of dull black armor stand in the room. A large tapestry shows 3 hounds dragging down a white boar, and it shimmers with strange light. Tyrannus, where are you going? Are you checking that room that you're in the doorway of?
Yep.
Okay. You found a linen closet.
All right. I should have saved up all my piss.
What are you up to, Laven?
I'm going to check out the weird painting, or whatever you said it was.
Okay. So yeah, like it's a large tapestry. It shows an image of 3 hounds dragging down a white boar, and as you observe it, it kind of looks it shimmers with a strange light.
Can I tell kind of what that light is?
Make an Arcana check.
Six.
Nope.
That's weird.
It just it sort of shimmers. Like all the golds in the tapestry are pretty vibrant. This golds and silvers catch your eye. Tony and Crispin, what are you guys up to?
Oh, I'm just checking out the linen closet.
After seeing the thrilling linen closet, Crispin decided to go see what was on the other side of what was through the other option over on the bathhouse and come to this main room.
Okay.
So now and I take it I don't see anything too out of place.
No, I mean you see the same things that Leovan did.
Right.
Comfortable table and chairs, a large tapestry above or on the wall, as well as a wardrobe and a dull black suit of armor.
I want to go check out the wardrobe.
Is there a line and what's nearby it?
I was gonna say, careful going through the back.
The wardrobe, as you look into it, it's currently empty, but it looks like it's there to hold like coats and cloaks.
Are there any drawers?
Nope, just sort of a coat cabinet. Give me just a second here, guys. All right. As you guys are kind of exploring the room, you notice these black tentacles sort of come up out of the floor, and why don't Tony, Hagrid, and Crispin, why don't you guys make a dexterity saving throw?
11.
Corey, I think you just like unleashing your inner pervert.
Nope, it's just a certain spell.
17.
Mike, you get the protection modifier too.
What's that?
Oh.
Plus 4.
So that puts me at a 21 then.
And I want to use my Bardic Inspiration to add on to that.
This inspiration goes towards increasing damage or your AC. It's not College of Lore inspiration.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm adjusted 17.
Okay. Crispin, what was your roll again?
It was an 11.
11. Okay. So Crispin, you are going to take a little bit of damage. You're going to take 7 damage, and you're currently restrained by the tentacles.
Okay.
Is he also pixelated?
Oh, son of a bitch.
He's not.
Okay.
Okay. And Leovan, as you're kind of looking at the suit of armor, it steps down off of its pedestal and draws its long sword.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
The room is fighting us, guys.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative, but I'm going to be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
Actually, that was a nice one. Ugh. April says we're a bunch of dumb nerds.
And
Well, apparently I'm the only dumb nerd.
Our argument becomes exponentially less inflammatory right now.
I'm not real worried about that.
And considering I can't persuade you of a simple thing, I really doubt I can persuade April of any concept ever.
That's because it's subjective.
Who is a dumb nerd is subjective?
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Oh.
Wow. It's probably not going to be a very lengthy battle, considering the initiative I just rolled for this thing. Alrighty. 20 to 25.
20.
15 to 20.
19.
10 to 15.
14.
10.
Haggard, what'd you get?
A 9.
Okay. Alrighty. Crispin, you are up first, but you are restrained.
Yep, so I'm going to try to get out of that.
Okay.
Guess that would be a strength check? Or
You can choose to make strength or dexterity check.
Oh, then definitely dexterity. That would be a 19 then.
All right. You will get out, but you are going to take some damage from the tentacles before you're able to get out. Just because it happens when you start your turn. And that's 10 damage. So you still have a bonus action.
All right, so I guess I'll kick out of that and then stab at it with my dagger on my offhand.
Okay.
Which would be a 13 plus 8 to hit, so 21.
That will hit.
All right, and then there's a 2 plus 5, 7 piercing.
Okay. Tyranny, you're up.
I'm up.
Sorry, I meant Tony.
Alright. So, where is this thing at?
I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Can I see tentacles?
Yeah.
So I would have said advantage. Do we see where tentacles are coming from? Like what caused them or no?
Well, you saw tentacles sprout up, and then you saw a suit of armor animate itself.
Alright.
So you can make your own assumptions.
I'll go kill suit of armor. My dexterity saving throw. We're both complete crap. I got a 11.
Okay, you are now restrained by the tentacles.
Then I guess I will stab tentacles.
And you take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Well, that's not very nice. I didn't even get to do anything yet.
You can use your action to try to break out of them.
Sure, why not?
Since you haven't been able to take an action yet.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay. So go ahead and make a strength or dexterity check, your choice.
We're gonna go with strength. I want to go into a rage first, so I get advantage on this.
I'm gonna go with no on that.
Why no? Whatever, we'll make it work. Alright. Boop. How about a 19?
Okay, yeah, that'll get you
18.
out.
My bad.
That'll get you out also.
Okay. And my happy ass is gonna walk over here.
It's difficult terrain, the box
1,
with the tentacles
2,
in it.
3, 4. So I would stop right there. I think.
Okay.
No, wait.
What's your move speed? 35?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you get 15 feet, so you get 3.
And I was Zell. 1, 2, 3. So I'm standing on a chair.
No.
Yeah.
Can't stand on a chair.
I'm 3'6", and that's a full-size chair. I'm standing on it.
Then make an acrobatics check to climb the chair.
I will. I think I fell into the chair. I got a 6.
Okay, you
Well, 4, so
you
10.
you try to climb up and you fall off and land on your butt and you're now prone.
Woo!
There. All right, what do you think of that?
I think I'm just gonna, let you rape me with your tentacles like you have the last episode.
You didn't get hit by tentacles last episode.
Okay, the one before that. Either way, I had a disease from tentacles in the last episode.
No, you got a disease from being bit.
Nope, came from the tentacles. Don't lie.
All right, stay on target.
All right, Leovan, you're up.
I'm gonna hit this guy with a flame. That's like a 19 to hit.
19 will miss.
Okay. I'm just gonna whack him with my staff now.
Okay.
Which was probably a terrible idea, and I missed.
All right. Now a Tyrannus is up.
All right, I'm going to continue to slink away along this wall here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get in this corner, if possible.
You wouldn't be able to get behind the wardrobe.
Fair point.
Wardrobe is up against the wall.
Fair point. So then, how far is that? Oh, I'll be fine. I'm going to break out a new wizard cantrip, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the animated armor.
Okay.
And that is a ranged spell attack. Natural 18 plus 6 is a 24.
That'll hit.
All right, and then I'll take 2d8 cold damage. That's 7 cold damage. And then I'll do the same with a firebolt. Another wizard cantrip.
Okay.
Natural 20.
All right. That'll crit.
And that doubles the damage too. Oh, that's good. That's 13 times 2, 26 fire damage.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, since I can't go southernly, I'm going to go northernly. I'm going to hang out once I click on myself. And I'm going to hang out in this corner. Oh, why can't I move? There we go. Like, right there. That's my turn.
Okay. If you press Alt while you're moving your token, you can place it in places that aren't squares, since you're in that kind of limbo area. Hagrid, you're up. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
17. Okay. You are not restrained by the tentacles. It is still difficult terrain to move through them, so it takes... Every square counts for 10 feet instead of 5.
And I am going to cast Misty Step.
Mm-hmm. That's the one way to get around on that.
Right here.
All right.
And then attack the Pizatski'd armor. Switching to my Warhammer. 24.
24 will hit.
Ouch. That's only 5 bludgeoning.
Okay. Ooh, whoops. Dang it. I keep accidentally messing with your health, Laven, sorry. Okay.
And
Extra
for my
attack.
extra attack, a nat 20.
Okay.
No, unfortunately, it's only 7 more bludgeoning.
Okay. So as you're hitting the suit of armor with your warhammer, it's making loud clanking noises, but it's not really looking like it's having much of an effect on it. Like you are still doing some damage, but it's not really feeling it like you thought a animated suit of armor would.
10-4.
All right. Now the suit of armor's turn. It's going to make 2 swipes with his longsword, one at Hagrid and one at Leovan, as you guys are both just kind of right there. Hagrid, the one at you is going to miss. Leovan, does a 17 hit you?
I'm a 17 AC.
Okay. So that's going to be... it's going to be 11 slashing damage to you.
Good.
All right, and then that brings us back to Crispin. Crispin, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 9 plus 5, 14.
14. So you're gonna get restrained by the tentacles.
All right. In that case, for my action, I'm going to take the dagger of venom and stab right at the tentacles.
You can't make actions while you're restrained, other than
Okay, then I'll use my action to try to get out of the restraint then.
Okay.
I'll try to
go
wiggle
ahead.
on out then.
You take 10 damage from the tentacles, by the way.
Okay. I rolled a 14 plus 5, so 19.
19. Was that dexterity?
Yes.
Okay. You actually have disadvantage when you use dexterity. I just learned that myself.
Okay.
Because when you're restrained, you have disadvantage on dex saving throws.
All right, with disadvantage, it is 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, you're going to be stuck there.
All right.
Tony, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
21.
Okay, proceed unmolested.
No, I refuse to accept that. So, walk over there. And I can't do anything because of where that statue's at. Unless, 1, 2. Could I move right there?
So let's see. You were right here.
Right there is where you had me
There's
fall off the chair at.
2. Yeah, you can actually move there. So you've moved 30 feet essentially, and you've got 5 left.
So I'll go right there.
Okay.
I'll attack statue thing.
Okay.
Would a 26 hit?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Sprays of poison.
Okay, you spray poison and kind of like with the gargoyles, or with the the ghosts, right? The specters. It doesn't seem to have an effect on the statue.
Perfect.
Do it again, just make sure.
You can never be too sure. There's my guy. Frick. I'm doing that thing where I throw my dice all over the place.
Hey, me too.
I rolled 16.
Okay. Tyrannus, you're up again.
I'm going to start off by using my other first level slot for wizard spells, and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at. Are there multiple tentacles around, or?
There's like essentially tentacles like sort of coming up out of the floor.
Okay. Is Crispin still restrained?
Yes.
If possible, I would like to arc this one towards the tentacle that's holding Crispin. And ranged spell attack. That's a 15. 15 to hit.
Sure.
Okay. And that's D12 of lightning damage. 10 lightning damage. And then I'll do...
Crispin, while he's figuring that out, that's going to afford you an opportunity to try to escape being restrained.
I will do that, and I'll do a strength one this time. Should be a 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay. Yep. You're able to, after the tentacle is zapped by the lightning, you're able to get unrestrained. Tyranny, what was your next action?
All right, so that's concentration, so I'm done with that. So then I'm going to use my hand crossbow on the tentacles as well. The same tentacle. That is a 12, which I'm assuming does not hit.
Correct.
All right. My aim is so bad I couldn't hit a room full of tentacles. That ends my turn.
All right. Hagrid, you're up.
All right, I am going to switch back to my trident and attack the armor.
Okay.
15, does that hit?
15 does not hit.
Okay. Extra attack, try the same thing. Also with the 15. 7 is not lucky for me.
I guess not. All right. The suit of armor is going to do the same thing. It's going to swing at Hagrid and Leovan. Hagrid is going to miss you again. Leovan, you're going to get hit this time again.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be 16 slashing damage.
Woof. I might have to move.
And that's going to bring us back up to Crispin, who's going to need to start by making a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty, that is...
Is Crispin within 10 feet of me? I can't really tell.
That's a good question. Yes.
All right, Crispin, you get a +4 on your saving throw.
Oh, good. That will make it a 17.
Okay, proceed unmolested.
Alright, I'm going to stab at it with my lead hand with the dagger of venom at the tentacle.
You're going to need to move.
Oh, okay. I'll take a step back then, and we'll swing in at it. That's a 15 plus 9. That'd be a 24.
You're still not within range. You would need to move to down under Leovan there. And
for the tentacles?
Oh, the tentacles. The tentacles aren't an actual spell.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not a monster that's living under the rug.
Okay, yeah, okay. Then in that case, I will attempt to move down there. Do I have enough? Let's see. What's that? Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So you've moved 30 because it was it's difficult terrain there. So
All right.
10, 20, 30, 5, 40 to get to where you're at.
All right. I'll use my bonus action then to do a dash.
Okay.
My cunning action to do a dash there. Then I'll swing at the statue with the dagger of venom for my action.
Okay.
That is a 12 plus 9. That'll be a 21.
21 will hit.
All right. So I'm gonna do 1d4 plus 6, which is a 1 plus 6. That'd be 7 piercing. But then I'm also going to actually, I'm not going to do the poison because it's just a suit of armor, so we'll do one. It does 1d7 damage.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Tony, you're up.
Stabby, cut. I don't think A total of 10 will hit.
No, it will not. I'm just gonna move your thing for now, Laven, just in case I need to. There's too many cooks in the kitchen here. I can't actually touch the.
How about a 16?
A 16 also misses. Ooh.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Laven, you're up.
I am going to turn into a dire wolf.
Okay.
And that is my turn then.
All right. Tyrannus, you're up.
Okay. Let's see here. What is the cover situation for the animated armor there?
The cover situation?
Yeah, like if I did a ranged spell, with him pretty much being surrounded, I'm assuming that aiming a ranged spell is going to be difficult.
Yeah, he's got at least 3/4 cover because you're going to have to shoot through Hagrid, essentially.
Okay. That's not a good idea. Instead, I'd like to spend my turn. Can I spend my entire turn making an investigation to see why the tentacles have come up?
Yeah, you can make it. You could make an Arcana check.
Ooh. Okay. That's not going to do it. That's a 11.
Yeah, nope. You can tell that the tentacles are arcane in nature and not monstrous, but you're not sure much beyond that.
All right. That's my turn.
Okay. Hagrid.
Yes, I will once again try to attack with my trident.
Okay.
Adjusted 20.
That will hit.
I want to hit with Divine Smite also.
Okay.
At first level.
Mm-hmm.
17 piercing.
All right. And that's with the Divine Smite rolled into it? Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. So it actually had 7 of it was
from the trident. 7 was radiant. Okay.
Piercing, 7 radiant.
Sweet. Okay. All right. The oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that is a critical fail.
Hagrid spends his extra attack trying to unchunk his trident from the floor. All right. The suit of armor is going to attack Tony and Crispin this time.
Is he also going to take damage?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw. All right. Nope, that's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, well, DC is 6, right?
Yeah, you think you said it was 16.
That's 12 radiant damage.
Okay. All right. Tony, you are going to get hit with a 24.
Okay.
And Crispin, you're going to get hit with a 21.
Uncanny dodge that.
Okay. Tony, are you attempting to dodge?
I'm not raging.
Oh, you're not raging.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
wouldn't let me go into a rage, remember?
Oh, yeah, you've had 2 turns since then and still didn't do it.
Yeah, because I didn't see a point. It's one freaking thing.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm okay with this. I'm just going to take a nap on the floor.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Tony, you're going to take 7 slashing damage, and Crispin, you get 6, so 3 damage to you.
Okay. 27. Yikes.
And then it's gonna be Crispin's turn again.
No, I'm gonna be stabbing at him with the dagger of venom again. And would this be counting as a sneak attack since it's
Yes.
flanked? Okay, so that is a 13 plus 9, a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Inspiration.
Yep, I was planning on that. Thank you very much for the reminder. Ooh, 2 plus 6, so that's 8 base damage. And sneak attack is 10, 13. And then I will use the inspiration, which is another 6, and that is a 1, so 14.
It's
It's inspiration is 8.
Oh, it's an 8? Nice. Which will be
No.
a 5 then. So
Okay.
13, so 18 plus the
Yeah,
The
you
base
don't need
8.
to look it up, It's okay.
Okay.
I just subtracted it as you went.
Right on.
Okay, Tony, you're up.
Actually, I would like to
Oh, sorry.
use my bonus action to disengage and then hop back a
Okay.
few steps because I've taken some hits.
Yeah, those tentacles really beat the crap out of you. Okay, now Tony's up.
Smack.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go to the head here in a minute. I don't think a 10 will hit.
Nope.
Let's try again. How about a natural 20?
That will hit.
Yeah.
Hey, Chub's rolled for me. Good job. Alright, so... He did good. So that's going to be 8 slashing on top of another 6 from my rage. So that's going to be 14 and 2 fire.
I thought you said you weren't raging.
Yeah, you're not
I'm
raging.
So then it's just a plus 3, so 11.
So it was 8 slashing.
No,
And how much fire?
11 slashing
Okay.
and 2 fire.
It's all right, as you're doing it again.
Him from grabbing the other dice.
No, actually, Tyrannus just said it before I was. I was about to say you're not raging.
I understood that.
Okay. Leovan, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna bite this guy,
Yeah, do it.
and
Do it.
I get advantage.
All right. Tyrannus.
All right. Once again, I'm going to try to see what the arcane nature of the tentacles are.
Okay.
That's a 10, so it didn't happen.
Okay.
Then I'm going to try to cycle around here. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I see any wounds on my fellow compatriots?
Yes, you can see large gash wounds on both Leovan and Crispin.
All right. I'm going to go with Crispin first. I'm going to cast Healing Word on him at the 2nd level. And that will do 14 points back.
Oh,
Well,
thank
okay.
you.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Hagrid.
All right, I am going to continue to try and dismantle with my trident.
Okay.
12 is probably not going to hit.
Mm-mm.
Extra attack is a 23.
That will hit.
My computer in real quick here. Okay. It's going to be 9 piercing.
9 piercing. Okay. Extra attack.
That was my extra attack. I missed on the first one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. That brings us back to the suit of armor, which is going to swing at Hagrid and Leovan. Hagrid's going to miss you again for fuck's sake. But Leovan, it's going to probably hit you with a 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. Okay. And that's going to be 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
To your wolfness.
Yes.
And Crispin, you are up.
All right. I will come charging with the old dagger of venom again.
Okay.
That is a 14 plus 9, 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
3 plus 6, 9 piercing damage. And 9, 11 sneak attack damage. So 20 overall damage.
All right.
And I'm actually going to, for my bonus action, I'm going to be coming and following it through with just a regular dagger.
You killed it with your first one.
Oh, fair enough. Then I stab it just for fun.
All right. As it dies, the tentacles sort of fade back into the carpet and disappear. Crispin, how would you like to describe your kill?
I come charging in with the one dagger. I just kind of stab it in the gut. And I start coming through with my second dagger, and I see it dying. Stare at my second dagger, shrug my shoulders, stab it in the neck anyways.
Okay. You guys each get 220 experience points for that fight.
Awesome. So is there anything special on this suit of armor that we can take?
Other than the enchantment that had made the suit of armor, there's really nothing all that special about it. It is just plate armor that had a shield and a sword.
Can I look under the rug?
What's that?
Can I just cheekishly look under the rug?
Yes. Underneath the rug, you look, and you don't see anything other than wood floor. So you lift it up a little bit higher and kind of step in and pat the floor a little bit. And from what you can't figure out where the tentacles came from.
Guys, this is wrinkling my mind.
If you want, you can try to make another Arcana check.
Sure, why not? 16.
You recognize the spell now after it's kind of passed as a spell called Avard's Black Tentacles, a type of conjuration magic. And best you can ascertain, someone had used the suit of armor, which the suit of armor was essentially enchanted to hold and cast one spell.
Interesting. Interesting. Can I tell if the magic has depleted, or if it's just we're in a refractory period?
No, the magic has depleted. Like I said, it was a spell stored in the suit of armor, which is something that It's just something that they have.
Well, it's something I've seen before.
Yeah. So.
It's something I've done before.
Yeah. So the suit of armor was the source of the spell, and now that the suit of armor is past, so is the spell.
Well, guys, I
Safely check the armor now.
Oh, the armor was Crispin checked that out. It was just like a sort of a coat closet for this sitting room.
Seemed empty.
should we put the remnants of the armor in the coat closet?
That's awfully nice of you. Clean up after our kill.
I think
Well,
we
this
should
way, if
store
somebody
it in
walks in and is like,
pieces.
"Oh, damn, there's signs of a battle here," there's probably some people who want to fight.
Well, if it's just remnants of a statue, we can just kind of put it back, or
Yeah, we
a
should put it
suit of
back.
armor. We can just put it back together. They might notice the missing armor too.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know.
It's a good
All right,
point.
does
I mean,
anybody
we
remember
made-
exactly how the armor was positioned?
we
We
made-
got a weekend at burning situation we need to create right now.
What's Weekend at Bernie's?
Weekend at Bernie's was a wonderful stage play that was made in the year 1980 after the first emperor. About two rich kids were going to their lord, like their uncle who happened to be a lord, and die, but that wasn't going to stop them from partying.
It's a tale we all hold dear to our hearts.
Yeah, that's great.
Sounds like a gnome thing.
All right, boys. What are we doing now?
Putting the statue back.
Okay.
See
So you guys spend about 20 minutes putting, because you essentially have to put the armor back together almost on the pedestal, and so you have to kind of stack and balance a bit the pieces of plate armor to get them to stand up. And although it's kind of like slumped off to the side a little bit and maybe leaning on its sword a little more than a suit of armor typically does, it's back pretty close to the position that it was in when you guys saw it first.
I'm gonna move its hand so it's giving the finger.
It falls apart.
Oops.
Is that a door right there?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I kind of want to go crack that open then and peek inside. Oh,
It's a very, very small hallway.
I'll step through the hallway then.
At a certain point, you have to wonder who the hell designed this place.
Someone who likes their privacy.
Some like
And is that an opening down there, or is that kind of
That's
like
the
a
wall.
brick wall? Okay.
That's the exterior wall.
First off, in my culture, this is just known as a gnomish bedroom.
What I miss? I had to step
Okay.
away. Work called.
Nothing really.
We're all in the closet right now.
I want to join.
What created the tentacle monster?
I guess I'll crack
open the
open this
door.
door then. If no one has objections. Oh, guys, this room looks important.
So this is the cloak room and guard post. Just inside this. So I guess not just inside, but this side of the door. This is just inside from out of doors. The front door. There's a chamber with. Oh wait, no, never mind. The central hallway has stairs, large wooden doors, and a set of fine plate armor. Flanking the main entrance are two freestanding suits of elven plate armor, both coated in chipped green paint. Man-sized demonic statues stand near the base of the stairs.
Can I roll another Arcana check to make sure that everything here is exactly as it seems?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a adjusted 20.
What are you investigating? Anything specific or
2 elvish plate armors? I want to make sure that there's no arcane nature about it. There's nothing that would come in and surprise us.
You notice evidence of freezing runes that are warding the suits of elven armor.
Nobody touch the armor.
Glad you checked, because I was about to push one over.
You certainly can. Just throw a rock at it.
Are there any rocks around?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Are you guys walking into the room with your weapons drawn by any chance? Like, how are you carrying yourselves?
Yes.
I am not, because my hand crossbow is basically worthless now.
I'd be entering the room in a non-threatening manner, but, weapon in hand, as I am a barbarian and have nowhere else to really put it.
So, I mean, essentially, I just have my staff out, which I guess isn't that weird.
I imagine my daggers are always holstered.
It was an 18 for the investigation.
You don't see any rocks. You are inside of a wooden building.
You never know.
Hold on, David. There's another idea. Take the carpet and just like you're doing
Smack
a magic.
it. I want to look under the carpet.
All right, as you reach down,
Where's cartoon life now?
as you reach down to grab the carpet, you hear the sound of stone kind of cracking as the 2 demonic statues flanking the staircase step off of their pedestals, and let's roll for initiative again.
They're really protective of their carpeting.
All right. 20 to 25.
Adjusted 21.
Nice. Way to go, Hagrid. 15 to 20.
15.
19.
10 to 15.
10.
14.
Okay. So, Hagrid, you're going to be up first.
All right. So these stone creatures are coming at us, I would assume.
Uh-huh.
All right. Guess I should actually be in the room. And then, like, close enough to attack there.
You can actually move 1 square closer to it with your movement speed.
So, just to make sure we're clear, is this the creature or is this the creature?
These stone statues are the creature. These suits of armor are not.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Hagrid. Yep.
I will try to attack with my trident.
Okay.
Go give mommy a high five.
16.
16 will not hit.
Right. Extra attack. Wow. 15.
15 won't hit either.
And I'm done.
All right. Crispin.
All right. I'll just being a little weary from getting beat up last battle. I'm just gonna shoot at it with my +1 short bow for now. Same statue that was just attacked.
Okay.
That'll be 26 to hit.
That will hit.
And this is a sneak attack.
Yes.
All right. That is 9 piercing damage. And 17 sneak attack damage.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there.
All right. Tyrannus.
Okay. Let's I'm gonna just roll around back here.
Okay.
What's the cover situation between Hagrid and then the statue?
You could probably hit it.
Sweet. I'm going to throw another firebolt at it.
Okay.
Holy shit, another natural 20. So that was D10. So 2D10 and double it. Damn it. Let me have to roll the
That one
one.
sounds like it went really far.
It did. However, it was really great because it was a 10, but instead that's 7 fire damage doubled, so it's 14.
Okay.
Then after that, I'm going to inspire. I'm going to inspire Hagrid. I'm going to just sit there and goes like, remember, it's easier this time. There's no crazy octopus monster.
Alrighty. Leovan, you're up.
All right. I am going to level 4 Moonbeam. Want this thing to die. It's terrible. Gets my point across.
Okay.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 19.
That'll pass. So he will take 20, but halved.
Okay. Anything else?
And then I am going to throw a flame at it.
Okay.
So 22.
That'll hit.
Not good. That's not good. 7 damage.
Alrighty.
And that is it.
Alright. So, so the gargoyles are up now. Hagrid, the one next to you, is going to attack you. And it's going to miss you with both attacks. This one here is going to lift up, fly over, and land next to Leovan.
Good.
And it's going to attack you with its bite and claws.
Die, guys.
It's going to hit you with its bite.
What?
Which is going to be 3 damage.
That's not so bad. Guys, it's okay if these things bite you.
All right, Tony, you're up.
Alrighty, I guess I should go do stuff. Oh. Ay, 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 ay. Yep, I'll go right there. And I'll attack that gargoyle, I guess.
Okay.
Would a 23 hit?
Yes.
Let's go with 14 slashing and 1 fire.
Okay.
And second attack. Would a 15 hit?
No.
And I'm done.
Okay, Hagrid, you're up.
All right, once again, trying to attack one in front of me.
Uh-huh.
17.
They'll hit.
Nice. 12 piercing.
All right.
Second attack, or extra attack, I should say, is 23
That hits.
for 7 more piercing.
Okay.
Did you use your inspiration?
Oh, I forgot. I'll try to remember next time.
Cool.
Crispin, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna stay at the same guy that we've been chipping away at. Come charging at, swinging with my main attack with the dagger of venom for the sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh, that is a 2 plus 9, so 11.
No, that's not gonna hit.
Alright. Then, now that he sees me with my follow-through attack, I'm gonna come with a regular dagger. That's a little bit better. That's a 12 plus, no, I don't get the proficiency with the offhand, right?
Right.
So, plus 5 is 17.
That will hit.
Alright, and this is a 4 plus 5 is 7 piercing.
Okay, and this still does sneak attack damage.
Oh, okay. So,
It's just
7
once per
piercing.
turn.
And the sneak attack is horrible. That is a 5. 4d6s for a total of 5.
That's impressively bad.
Yes.
All right, Tyrannus.
Let's throw. Let's see here. Let's throw my firebolts at the same one again. We're going after this bad boy.
Okay.
Watch as the dice gods balance out my natural 20 to natural 1. No, that's a adjusted 20, 14 plus 6.
That will hit.
All right. And then another 2d10 fire damage. That will be another 7 fire damage. And then coming around, and I'll do Ray of Frost at that bad boy.
Okay.
That's a 9 plus 6, 15.
That will miss.
All right. It was cold, but not cold enough, apparently. And that ends my turn.
All right, Laven.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go giant toad.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
You try to eat some more gargoyles. Alrighty. Alright, this one is going to attack Hagrid and Crispin. It's going to bite at Crispin and use a claw at Hagrid. It's going to miss Crispin, but Hagrid, you're finally going to get hit today.
You have inspiration.
Four.
So that puts you at 24.
Yep.
Okay, it misses. The other one is going to attack Laven and Tony. Bite
Is
towards
the-
Laven. What's
Is
up?
the first one gonna take damage again?
Oh, yeah. It rolled a 22 for its Constitution saving throw. does a 19 hit you as a toad, Laven?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then Tony, sorry, does an 18 hit you, Laven?
Also yes.
Yes. Okay. And then Tony, you'll be hit with a 19.
Okay. Alright, I'll go after this one twice.
Okay.
Let's see here. Would a 25 hit?
Yes. Hagrid?
Right there.
Sorry, my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Still attack. I don't think I want to do anything. I'll just attack.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
That's 5 pierce.
Okay.
Attack. 16 probably will not, huh?
No, 16 won't hit. Sorry.
No problem. Done.
Crispin.
Alright, we're gonna stick with the old dagger combo. Start with the dagger in front of him. And that'll be a 22.
That'll hit.
Alright. 8 piercing damage. And much better this time. 14 sneak attack.
All right.
Then I'm going to follow it up with just a regular dagger.
That gargoyle actually, from your first attack, he crumbles. Turns into sort of a less than fine dust.
Okay, then on my for my other one, I'll take my regular dagger and just do a sidearm throw towards the other gargoyle, if I may. And that'll be a 13 plus 5, 18.
That will hit.
And that is 6 damage, 6 piercing.
All right. Tyrannus, you're up.
All right, I'll cipher on this way. Sorry, right there, and I'll throw another ray of frost at it.
Okay.
16 plus 6, 22.
That'll hit.
All right, and that's 2d8 cold damage. That's 7 cold damage. Rolling a lot of 7s today. And I'll follow it up with my other hand casting a firebolt.
Okay.
13 plus 6, 19.
Hits.
And that will do 17 fire damage.
Okay.
That ends my turn.
Laven.
Toad is going to bite this dude.
Okay.
It's a 16 to hit.
It's gonna miss.
All right.
All right. The gargoyle is going to attack Laven and Tony again. Laven He's going to hit you. Tony's going to miss you by a mile. And that's going to be 6 piercing damage, Laven. Which brings us to Tony.
Alright, I'm gonna attack it twice then. Natural 20 on the first one.
All right.
I got a whopping 5 for my slashing and 4 for my fire.
All right.
Let's go again. How about a 25?
That'll hit.
A 15 slashing, 4 fire.
Okay. That was a solid hit, the last one.
Yep, if only the crit was.
Yeah. Hagrid, you're up.
I'll move over here and attack the remaining. Well, 17.
Hit.
Nice. And that is 12 piercing.
Wow.
Yeah, that was full blow. Another 17 and another 9 piercing.
Wow, nice. Crispin.
I'm gonna step up and try to stab this gargoyle in the back with the dagger of venom.
Okay.
That is a 17 plus 9, 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 3 plus 6, 9 piercing. And 6, 10, 11 sneak attack.
All right.
And for my bonus action, I want to try to grab the dagger that I threw at him.
Okay.
Like, out of him if I can.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Go ahead and make like a ranged attack if you were to have proficiency on it.
Okay.
So just a dexterity check plus proficiency.
6 plus 8. 14.
Okay, you aren't able to grab your dagger out of it as it's kind of moving around and attacking. You reach for it, but you just barely miss the handle.
Damn. That ends my turn.
All right, Tyrannus.
All right, I'm going to cycle around, making sure I don't accidentally burn our paladin here. And starting off with a firebolt.
Okay.
13 plus 6, 19.
Hits.
Okay. That would be 13 fire damage.
All right.
And then I'll turn around and use the other hand going Ray of Frost this time.
All right.
12 plus 6, 18.
Hits.
5 cold damage.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Laven.
Biting again.
Okay.
Maybe a better roll. Yeah, 21.
Hits.
Okay. Do. It was 8 piercing damage
Okay.
plus 7 poison damage, if that does anything. And the target is grappled.
It's grappled. Okay. Alrighty. So he is grappled. So he's going to, on his turn, try to break the grapple. So this is going to be a contested strength check, Laven.
Okay.
All right. He rolls a 20.
Yeah, you beat me.
All right. So he's able to break out of the grapple, but that's it. So Tony, it's your turn.
Alright, I'll just smack it twice again.
Okay.
Chunky baby. 14.
14 will miss.
Alright. How about a natural 1?
It will also miss.
Ooh. Alright, I'm done.
Hagrid.
All right. Still attacking. 17
That'll hit.
for 7 piercing. Extra attack. 16, I think, misses, right?
It does.
Okay.
But how do you want to do this?
Oh. Interesting. Never killed with a trident before that I'm aware of.
You did kill a ghost once.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
I mean, technically the gargoyle is not alive, so you still haven't killed anything with it yet.
You've unanimated some things.
Yes.
You've said multiple things to the rest, it's just none of them were alive.
I want to sort of jab upward with the center tine, the center spike of the trident, up from the jaw through the top of the head.
All right. So Hagrid shish kebabs a gargoyle right through the mouth, and you see the stone sort of like from where the trident goes in all the way up to the crown of the head crack, and then just slides off. You guys get another 220 experience for that one.
I think the takeaway lesson from this guy is don't mess with their carpets.
Exactly.
As the uneven bump on the carpet that I'm assuming that Laven created, I'm just going to start smoothing out.
I would like to move the rubble of the gargoyles back to their original position, just so it is assumed that they may have just fallen apart.
Okay.
Can we just write a note that says we found them like this?
You know, the service at this hotel is crap. We've been attacked twice and haven't even been offered a drink.
We still haven't seen anyone living. I'd like to grab my dagger, by the way.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just
You've seen plenty of living people. You've seen 7 of them.
well, no one that seems like they'd be able to do this.
I don't know. That one cook you really pissed off.
You couldn't even catch a gold piece.
It's for sanitary
Not professional
reasons.
All right. I'm going to search into this next room here.
Okay. That is
The bathroom.
it's another hallway.
This place has the weirdest fucking hallways. Hey, what do you want next to this grand foyer? Oh, give me another hallway.
Say no more, fam.
We'll go on this one here.
And I'll go in the one below it.
So those are guest chambers. The rooms are dark and cold. Furnishings include a bed covered with blankets and furs, a small desk with an unlit oil lamp atop it, a washstand, a chamber pot, and a brazier of coals. The window is shuttered. So the rooms they're ready for guests but unoccupied.
I don't know what I expected here. Guys, there's no issues back there. We might want to head upstairs.
Yeah, typically where the moving statues are guarding is probably where we want to go. But do we want to take a short rest beforehand is the question.
If you want to take a smoke break, I can.
Ribbit.
Crispin's been so used to killing frogs, he's going to take a stab at Leovan.
Don't be that guy.
No.
So what are we doing?
That will give me a wizard spell slot back.
Really, you get spell slots back on a short rest as a wizard?
Yeah, so what happens is it'll be half my wizard level rounded up. I get that amount of levels back.
Huh.
So since I'm a level 1 wizard, it's rounded up to 1, and I get 1 first level slot back.
That's cool.
Yep.
Wizards are neat.
But I only get to do it once per long rest.
Oh, gotcha. So it's kind of like a
It's a-
daily ability.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like a once-a-day power.
Gotcha,
So we're taking a short rest.
Yes.
Yep, taking a
You
smoke
want to
break.
try one? Yes.
Guys can use hit dice to try to heal.
I'm gonna use
This is a
3
good
of
time
them.
for.
Song of Rest.
Okay.
And the song this time I have nothing prepared. Let's see here. It'll be Tony gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. Tony gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. First he's gonna rage. Then he's gonna slash. Then you're gonna drop to the ground. Now you're dead.
You really didn't have anything prepared, huh?
Nothing prepared. That's 4 extra hit points. Because I rolled a D8 instead of a D6.
The four extra hit points you said?
4 extra hit points back.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's take another quick break. I gotta run to the bathroom again. I don't know why this water is.
I had a full pot of coffee.
Yeah, this water is coursing through me like a river. All right. So I'll be back in a little bit, guys.
Alrighty.
I got.
I've returned.
I have that song stuck in my head now.
What song?
X gonna give it to you.
I wanted to save that for when I inspired Tony, but I literally had nothing for a Song of Rest.
Can you guys hear the like the wind howling outside?
No. But,
No?
Not really, no.
I don't think
but I don't have a
so.
headset in specifically, so I don't think I'm the best gauge.
How's that? Is that better? Because I keep hearing the fireplace.
I hear the fireplace, I don't really hear any wind.
Better? I can hear it now.
I got too much background noise. If you can hear it, then it should be fine.
It's not really going to create or break immersion.
Right, but I like to make it ambient. All right, who are we waiting on?
I'm
Hagrid.
here.
Okay.
I used 3 hit die to get back up to full health, by the way.
Okay. Is Laven around?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's onward and forward then, gentlemen.
What's up?
So you guys want to go upstairs?
Yes.
Definitely.
No, there's still a room we haven't discovered.
There's
Is
a couple.
Were statues guarding that room?
Nope, it's at the end of this hall right here.
Yeah.
Well, might as well look at it if you're there.
Yeah.
We're down here. You might as well check everything out, right?
Alright, Spartan kick door.
Oh,
Oh.
All right.
excellent. More rope to fight.
What?
There-
More rug to fight.
Oh, no.
Can I poke the rug to see if anything like perverted's gonna pop out of it?
Go ahead and do that. I'm backing away from him.
make
I
a poke
poked
check.
the deer head.
Poke check, I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
Right.
let's see here, that's a 9. What would that be, dexterity or strength?
Dexterity, I think.
Alright. So that for a total of 13.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay.
This room, however, is warm and comfortable with a large fireplace, stuffed leather chairs, and a table set with smoked sausages and candles. A tapestry displays a magnificent white stag above a valley, with a pair of green dragons soaring overhead, and deer, boars, and hedgehogs hiding among the leaves and trees below. The walls each have a trophy or two, including 2 fine mountain goat heads, an elk's head with a 10-point rack, a giant eagle's head and talons, a metallic bull's head, a griffin's head and 4 claws, and the head of a white-furred boar with tusks as long as daggers. The room seems otherwise deserted.
And they killed a metal bear.
Apparently. Metal bull, actually.
Oh, sorry.
You know what? It's a
I
hunt.
can check to see if that's even possible.
Go ahead.
7.
You don't really know enough about bear law to refute it.
Oh, yes. Bird law. I'm an expert at, though.
Yes, bird law. You've learned quite a bit of bird law from your mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
The metallic bullhead, you notice though, Tyrannus is actually the head of a gorgon.
Okay.
The trophies are all real, though not especially valuable except as curiosities. There is something a little bit unusual about the griffin's head, though.
Is it that it's a griffin head?
Well, what's more unusual than a griffin or a gorgon?
Good
What
question.
about a demigorgon?
That's very unusual and also terrifying. That is a DC 23 creature for those following along at home, a Demogorgon.
By the way, for this griffin here, someone want to check that out? Someone specifically taller than me?
Trying to figure out this.
Or want to boost me up? Tyrannus want to go up.
Okay, Tyrannus, get on the shoulders.
Tyrannus want to go up.
Tyrannus want upsies.
Is the griffin head the one that looks?
I'm trying to check out the sausage.
It doesn't really matter which head you pick, guys, for the griffin head. I didn't have a lot of options for trophy heads.
All right. So I get down on my knees at like a table.
Laven, there's really nothing special about the smoked sausages.
But it's smoked sausage, so.
It is smoked sausage. Are you going to eat it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a druid, you're not vegan?
It's already dead.
Yeah.
It tastes delicious and smoky. Tyrannus, go ahead and make a investigation check on Crispin's back to check out the griffin head.
14.
Inside, you find 2 potions of healing.
Huh. All right. Potions of healing. Who wants them?
This is CNET, and here are the stories that matter right
I can
now.
probably make some.
The
but I do
Apple
need
iPhone
one.
10 went on sale in
I
stores
tossed him
on
one.
Friday, November 3rd. Apple stores around the
All
world.
right, another one to go. Who needs it?
I mean, I'm not opposed to not dying, so
All right, here you go.
thank you very much.
Tony, did you get my message before?
No.
Someone has a pair of bracers that may be of interest to a party member who's been absent for a number of weeks.
Oh, yeah. So, where's Crispin? I see. There he is.
I'm the table over here.
So, I go rummaging through my backpack that is my place of holding crap and pull out a set of bracers, and I would like to give them to you, Crispin, and they happen to be... Let me find them again.
You guys
They're,
are just so kind.
Bracers,
Bracers
of
of
archery.
archery.
Well,
Well, none of
wearing
the rest
these
of us have
bracers...
those, so
I'm gonna send him a thing. Tony, don't worry about it.
Well, fine then. Okay, works for me.
You guys are just so generous.
yeah, none of us have those, so it's not really a big thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I still feel special.
All right, I will. I'll get that to you, Crispin, in just a minute. Where you guys want to go next?
Is this map thing over here of any particular interest, or is that just like a painting?
It's a tapestry.
Okay.
It's worth about 400 gold. Weighs about 40 pounds.
How flammable does it look?
I don't. To be honest with you, I'm not like 1,000% sure what a tapestry is to tell you that answer.
It's like
It's like a wall blanket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then, yes, it's incredibly flammable.
Buggy
all
hanging
right. Then I'm not going to be anywhere near it because I don't think I want to make our presence super known yet. Considering that my hands have been projecting both fire and ice right now.
All right, Crispin, I sent you via text that item.
Thank you very much.
All right, which hallway do we want to go into? The regular hallway or the foyer hallway?
I go this way, you go that way, and we race.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he already started.
And then you guys both went the same direction.
It's not important.
You guys didn't ask about the stairs in the back at all. Are you ignoring that for now? Did anybody notice them?
Stairs.
They were in the
back.
kitchen, so I figured they were not important.
Okay.
We can go back.
Let's head up this way.
All right.
Which way?
He wants to go up and to the left. Holy cow, guys. Don't all pile on top of each other.
Don't you tell us how to be friends.
Yeah, they just gave me some really cool stuff. I'm showing gratitude.
All right.
Holy resolution, Batman.
Wait, where did we come from?
So where you guys are, so where you can see that rug very dark, that's downstairs typically, or technically that's down in the foyer. And these are,
Gotcha.
so then these are the stairs up. How far can you guys see? I can't tell where the fog of war is on this one.
am at the
Essentially,
edge.
along with this wall right here is our northernmost border.
Okay.
Where I am dancing is the edge of our view.
Okay.
Okay.
And then how far south does your vision go?
This is the edge.
Oh. So you guys can only... Okay.
Crack open this door.
All right, you go that way. I go through this door.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Laven will do your door first. A gaping hole in the roof exposes this armory to the elements. Very few weapons are stored here at present. Shelves to the north lie mostly bare, and a poorly maintained weapon rack standing against the south wall holds 3 rusty spears and a frayed net. Nearby is a closed cabinet.
Anybody want a rusty spear?
Not really.
That sounds nasty.
One of the rusty spears has a glint of what appears to be mithril on it.
Like the stuff that they made Frodo's, what you
Yes.
call it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very rare dwarven metal.
I want to pick that up.
All right. And go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
16.
16. Okay. The spear next to it also has some arcane sort of energy coming from it.
Pick that one up too.
All right. When you pick it up, the name Dragon Gleam pops into your head.
Dragon Gleam.
It's an enchanted spear, and it has 10 charges of a daylight spell. There are draconic runes on the spear's crossguard that appear to be the code word for the spear, like the command phrase. I mean.
Cool.
All right. There's also a box of 20 crossbow bolts, a box of 10 arrows. There's 2 heavy crossbows and 2 longbows.
Anybody have interest in crossbows or longbows?
I can use the bolts.
I could use the arrows.
Have at it.
How many did you
Have
say?
at
20?
20 crossbow bolts, yes, and 10 arrows.
Nice. I'm gonna grab a longbow as well,
Okay.
just in case.
Now that
It
you
has
have
a
those
little extra
bracers.
damage. Yes.
Okay. Tyrannus, you see this room. It is there's a roaring fireplace churning out heat and light at one end of this spacious 30-foot high chamber, the ceiling of which is buttressed by 10 wooden pillars carved as dragons. 5 large tapestries hang along the walls, 2 on the west wall flanking a door, 2 on the east wall hanging side by side, and a particularly grand one dominating the south wall next to the fireplace.
What does the grand one look like?
The grand tapestry shows Tiamat, the queen of evil dragons, in all her glory, crowned in gold and silver, and worked with gemstones and gold and silver thread. Fully 35 feet wide and 20 feet tall, it shows Tiamat crushing cities and surrounded by adoring followers. Go ahead and make a history check.
Let's see, natural 19 plus history, so 23.
All right. You see that Tiamat is shown with what are clearly Waterdeep, Neverwinter, and Baldur's Gate in her claws. Like the entire cities of them.
Hey guys, you might want to come in here and check this out. So you know that thing we're supposed to find and ultimately prevent? I think this is what that thing is.
So since you guys weren't in the room, I'll just repeat again. It's a large tapestry depicting Tiamat, and she has several large cities in her claws, and she's crushing the cities and surrounded by adoring followers.
Prevent this? I looked at Tyrannus. I thought this was about drugs.
Yeah, about that. Priorities, man. I love drugs as much as the next person, but there ain't no more drugs to have if a dragon's destroying cities.
Fair enough.
Does anyone care about the other tapestries?
Is this just a little fireplace right there?
That is a fireplace, yes.
Okay. Anything off about it, or just a fireplace?
Just a fireplace.
Is there anything behind the tapestry?
You know what? Go ahead and make a perception check, Laven.
That's going to be pretty good. It's a 22.
All right. You see the outline of a door on this wall between those two tapestries there. A secret door.
Secret door.
Secret door.
Secrets are no fun. Secret dragons kill someone.
The other tapestries in the room, the four smaller ones, show dragons hunting, killing, and feasting on lesser creatures. With blue dragons attacking a desert caravan, elves succumbing to a green dragon's gaseous breath weapon, a red dragon burning down what might be the castle ward of Waterdeep, and a black and white dragon circling over a cold swamp dotted with ruins. If anyone wants to, if you care at all, you can do history checks on them to see if you can reveal the locations that are depicted in the tapestries, but that's up to you.
Natural 20. Wasted 20.
All right. The blue dragons are attacking a caravan crossing the desert of Anarok. The white and black dragons are circling above the Mere of Dead Men. The red dragon is near Waterdeep, and the green dragon is clearly rampaging among the high forest elves, based on the mountains in the background. So maybe that one resonates with you a little bit, Laven.
I'm going to try to take that one off the wall.
It weighs about 75 pounds.
I just want to take it off the wall. I don't want to take it with me.
Oh, okay. All right. So it is off the wall and kind of crumpled on the floor.
Next question is, how many of us besides the person who found the secret door are aware of the secret door at this point?
No one. It's just Laven.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it back to show everyone else.
Okay. So you guys can see the outline of a hidden door on the wall between the tapestries.
First off, before we do anything, check to make sure there's no statues in this room.
Well, there's no carpet for them to guard, so.
Okay, good. All right.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I mean, secret door, unless you want to look in that last not secret door.
Secret door.
The one outside, the door to the north, is like for a balcony. All right. So in the secret door is a trophy room. 3 open windows let in light and air. The room's walls are adorned with stuffed animal heads, including a large 14-point stag, a mountain goat, a bear, 2 winter wolves, and what can only be an ankeg's head. 2 tattered banners hang from the ceiling, and 2 leather chairs and a handful of braziers complete the comfortable parlor.
This is a disappointing secret room. I'm just going to sit down in the chair and just kind of
Rest your laurels.
Mm-hmm. I was really expecting drugs to be in this room.
All right. Anyone else want to check out anything else? Any other rooms?
Are these more pictures on the other side of the wall?
Those are they're not tapestries. They're just like banners that are sort of hanging.
Okay.
They're kind of tattered with age.
Well, only a couple more rooms to check off, and then should we check the basement?
There shouldn't, like, I feel like there should be something in here.
Do any of the heads look different, like in the griffin head in the other room?
Not in this room.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not in this room. Hagrid and Tony, we haven't heard from you guys in a while.
Okay, I'm just standing around waiting.
Waiting for what? Would you like to go somewhere else?
No.
Okay.
Laven, was there anything in that corner over there? Or?
I don't think so.
No, it's just kind of a weird alcove shape.
Huh.
Some of these rooms have them. I'm not sure why.
See what's over here.
Okay, the room that you were...
Yahtzee.
These are just kind of more guest chambers, like on the first floor, but these ones are much more ornate.
As soon as I open up the door for this one and I see the rug, I immediately stop and almost trip over myself trying to not touch the rug.
Yeah, there's nothing super special about these 2 rooms.
Suggestion here is what we saw before in the castle is all the important shit happened down in the basement. Do you think that might be their MO and we need to get down in the basement right now?
Possibly, but we also found some cool stuff upstairs, if I remember right.
That's
And
fair.
there were
Let's just,
gargoyles guarding the stairs.
yeah, but what if that's like a red herring?
True.
Laven, are you wanting to go into this room at the south there?
Yes, please.
Okay.
More of the same. Ooh, a chest.
So this room has an enormous bed covered in soft burgundy bedspread. A fire crackles in the fireplace, lending the room warmth and an atmosphere of comfort. Jesus.
I want to check out this chest.
Okay. It is locked.
It is locked.
Mm-hmm.
Crispin,
Yes.
open this thing.
Okay.
You guys haven't died by carbon.
Kirsten's gonna use his, or I'm gonna use my thieves tools. Learning from the last chest, I wanna see if I can poke around to see if I can feel any traps first.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check for traps.
Ouch. It's a 4 + 1, 5.
You don't see any traps on the chest or any
Alright.
mechanisms that typically lend themselves to appearing as traps.
I'm feeling good. I'm just jabbing this pin right in there.
All right, go ahead and make a dexterity check and add proficiency.
All right, that's 8 + 8, 16.
You're not able to unlock the chest with that attempt. I think this is kind of a... Oh, no, I've already gone over it. Never mind. Go ahead. As you were.
Push harder.
All right, I'm gonna take my axe and just smack it a couple of times and then give it another shot.
Okay.
Just see if I can smack it loose a little.
But this guy was like a professional.
I'm an orc professional thief.
And I thought you were a vegan. We're all wrong on a lot of things today.
I never said I was a vegan.
You mock my ways, but I think it's effective. That's a 15 + 8, so whatever that is, 23.
23. Okay. So when you open the chest, light spills out from a +1 chainmail. The armor's light also shines on the chest's 4,000 gold pieces and a spell scroll.
Okay. There's somebody smart. I need help identifying some really cool stuff.
Okay.
It's very shiny. It's glowy. I'm very excited.
You said you're a thief, correct?
Yes.
You've never seen gold before?
Well, I know that stuff. I was talking more about the roly paper and the shiny chainmail.
I'll pull out the roly paper.
Tyranny, as you looking over the spell scroll, realizes to be a scroll of Scorching Ray.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, Chris was just pocketing gold left and right. Or I am. Sorry.
And then the +1 chainmail?
Yes, there is +1 chainmail in there.
And it's nothing else special other than that?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
$23.
Okay. Also inside the chest, sort of tucked away in the bottom, is a cloak.
Ooh. As I pull out the cloak.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check on the cloak, if you would.
15.
Okay, this is a mantle of spell resistance. It gives the wearer advantage on saving throws against spells.
All right. I believe I'll walk that over to Hagrid. And I'll just sit there. It's like, hey, we found this locked in the chest. It looks like it can help you absorb some blows if we face some magic casters. Seems like it'd be most appropriate if you had this mantle.
Okay. Thanks. I'll give it a try.
Sweet. As I hand him the mantle.
So again, Hagrid, that cloak gives you advantage on saving throws against spells. I need to check really quick to see if it requires... Yes, it does require attunement.
Okay.
All right. What next, guys?
Would anybody find use in +1 chainmail?
I don't think I can wear that. So
I know I definitely can't.
Does it look like it'll
I think
fit
that is metal.
a Goliath?
Does it?
Yeah.
No, we might have to tailor it a little bit, but it's roughly your size.
I would be more than willing to trade favor or valuables for whoever found it.
I'm not really worried about getting stuff in return. I just want to make sure that we all stay alive so we can continue to have discussions like this. So I'll head back, grab the +1 chainmail, and I'm assuming this is quite heavy, and drag it along the floor and drop it at its feet. I go, I'm sorry, this is about as much as I can do. You might have to take it from here. I've skipped leg day for the last entire life of mine.
This is a banner day for Hagrid.
So what is it that I noticed about the chainmail other than was that where the light was emanating?
Yeah, it's got it's just kind of like extra shiny because it's kind of magical.
Ooh, it matches your shield.
So just to be on the safe side, I want to use divine sense and make sure that it's not malevolent.
No, you notice not only no sadistic, evil, or malicious intent in either of the items, but you notice no intent in them at all. Besides their arcane properties, their level of consciousness is rated as mundane.
Next question here is, if we sit there and on a really sunny day, position Haggard just so, can we blind a bad guy?
That or cook some hot dogs, yeah, one of the two.
Guys, let's fight some hot dogs. All right, continue circling around.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, either check the other rooms or we got the staircase up to the left over here.
That's the staircase down. That one is one of the ones from the kitchen.
Okay.
Show me potato salad.
All right, we got these 3 doors then. I'll check out this one.
Is this a hallway?
So I want the other 2.
No, this is actually Fancy Doom. Oh no!
I got the one.
This is a just an unused room on this one, Crispin.
Okay.
Tony, you see this room, which is so the shutters are open, allowing light to shine in. 4 unmade beds line the south wall, and other furnishings include a table with 4 chairs and a wine rack. Containing multitudes of bottles. Most of them are uncorked and empty. You see, actually, I can't think of the word. There's a man laying on one of the beds. I actually didn't notice this before. He's sleeping in his armor, and you can see his weapon is kept under the bed within easy reach.
There's a dude in here, guys.
What kind of dude?
Sleeping dude.
Well, I'm out of rope.
Does anybody have a problem with this dude existing?
Where's the dude?
Hang on, let me grab him really quick, Laven.
Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
He's asleep on that bed right there.
So we just want to kill him? He doesn't look friendly.
Does this guy look like we've seen him at all before?
He's currently facing away from the door.
Crispin, as a rogue, how many times do you pickpocket?
Ooh, I'm pretty good at that.
Can you see if you can pick his wallet, find his ID, so we know who the fuck this guy is?
Just sneak up to him and tell him if he's a cultist.
Yeah, I'll just sneak around to the other side, to his face side.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage.
Alright, first one is 5, so nice. 19 plus 11, 30.
Wow. Okay. So you move around to the side where you can see his face, and he does not look familiar. He is a much older man, though. He's about 60 years old. He's a human.
Cultist?
Yes, he does have cult symbols on him.
Alright, I look over to the party in the doorway, shake my head, shrug my shoulders, and look for directions.
Either wake him up and talk to him or slit his throat.
Well, we can do both, just only in a certain order. All right, Hagrid, Tony, would you want to restrain this guy? And then we all have a spirited conversation.
Sure.
Question, is his bed raised off the ground, or is it just a bedroll on the floor?
It's raised off the ground. He has his weapon stowed within reach under it.
So, why don't we just pickpocket his weapon, and I have hempen rope, and we could just tie him to the bed?
Yep.
First, I
Great to
need everyone to make stealth checks. Everyone who's come into the room after Crispin.
Natural 19 plus 4, 23.
I got a 4 plus 4. I got an 8.
17.
Do we have advantage on this or no?
Yeah.
Let's see if I get the natural 20.
Hagrid, what did you say yours was?
19, adjusted 19.
Okay.
I got a 10.
19
Okay.
with advantage.
All right. So you guys are able to sneak up in there. And Tony, if you want to try to like slide his weapon out from under the bed or whatever to get it away from him.
I think one of our roguey types would be better at that than me.
I'm going to prepare a spell. If it looks like he's going to start to move, I'm going to cast Hold Person on him at the 2nd level.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I'll try to grab the weapon out of the way then.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
14 plus 8. 22.
Okay, you're able to get the weapon away from where he's laying.
Alrighty, and then I make a series of passes over them that when I pull on the rope, they all tighten equally at the same time.
Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity check. Yeah.
Dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 23.
Okay. These are probably some of the best knots you've tied in a while.
Yeah, I did something right today. Alright, and then I guess we'll cinch them down.
Okay, as the ropes tighten down and he feels himself being pressed down into the mattress, you see his eyes shoot open and he starts to kind of struggle to reach for his weapon, but he's tied down and it's not there anyway. And he looks over at you, Crispin, with his eyes really wide.
I smile and say, "There's no lizard folk here to put you out of your misery."
No. I can put him out of his misery, but I don't want to. Go ahead. Just point of order.
Who's in charge here?
Is his head tied down, guys? Tony, is his head tied down at all?
Yep, everything.
Yeah, okay. So he, still wide-eyed, he starts shouting, "Help! Help! Help!"
I smack him with the broadside of his own weapon.
Okay. He gets knocked unconscious by the weapon hitting him. But bursting into the room come a few cultists. And the dragon claw, the leader, like the sergeant cultist, busts in and says, "What's the meaning of this?" It's a female.
He's a little too drunk.
And you're a little too out of place. Who are you?
Hail Tiamat.
That's all well and good, but who are you?
I'm Tony. I'm drunk too.
Tyrannus, this guard kind of pushes you over towards against the bed, and you see into the room comes a woman. She is dressed in fine white robes. Actually, she's dressed in robes over a white scale mail, and holds a wand set with a blue gemstone. And she kind of has a wry smile on her face, and she says, "Welcome. I consider you to be my guests. Perhaps we can do business."
I'm listening.
I am Talus the White, and I think that potentially we could help each other out.
Yes, my name's Jonathan Tays. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, obliged, Jonathan. Who are the rest of you?
Well, these are my friends Patrick Sharp, Patrick Kane, Corey Crawford, and Duncan Keith.
Dibs on Duncan Keith.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
I'm just waiting for you to do this. That's 11 plus 13, 24.
All right.
Expertise in deception, maybe.
Yeah. All right. So, Talus kind of looks a little. She doesn't have anything really to argue against those being your names, but she's not sure that those are your names. However, she really just kind of sizes you up, and she kind of gets down to brass tacks. Look, I would like to move up in the ranks at the cult, and I think that you lot, given what you've been capable of doing already, could help me make some of my competition look bad.
Is Death and Decay okay? It looks pretty bad on most people.
I had something a little more spectacular.
Okay,
in mind.
talk to the gnome over there. He's the artsy-fartsy type.
Hi, Jonathan Tace here.
Okay, look, there is a transport of a large treasure hoard. Cultists under Resmir's command are using a Cloud Giant's flying castle to expedite the delivery. I can help you get aboard before it departs, and that will allow you to reach the castle. And I will also provide you with means to reach the castle unharmed.
Okay, and so obviously you give us a means to come in. We disrupt. You end up climbing the hierarchy here. But in the meantime, what assurances we have that you'll actually do what you say you're going to?
What assurances do I have that you will do your end of the bargain?
You really don't, but if we don't do what we're going to say, you guys get unchecked access to a giant dragon and all of civilization goes to shit.
You're tipping our hand.
I don't think it's tipping our hand to say we know what this cult's trying to accomplish.
Personally, I stand to gain quite a bit from making Resmir look as though she's not up to snuff. So it benefits me greatly to have you be able to uphold your end of the bargain.
But what comes next for you? When you take over, what's your plan for civilization?
Oh, take over? No, I do not wish to be the head of the cult. I just wish to have what's mine.
Which is?
It's a trinket. It would mean nothing to you. However, Resmir has it and was given it instead of myself, and I am the rightful recipient of said trinket.
I'd like to do an insight check to see if that's true.
Okay, go ahead.
Adjusted 15.
She seems pretty genuine. She does seem as though she really does want whatever it is that was given to Resmir.
Well,
Yeah, okay, let's do
might
it.
be cagier than she is about that one.
Why do we? I don't like. Why do we want to help you? I don't.
What she's saying is she can give us access into a floating castle where we know Resmir to be right now. She has offered that information freely. In return, she's asking for us to do away with Rezmir. And she'll come in, climb the hierarchy, and reclaim a trinket. Am I misunderstanding this, Talus?
Nope. You appear to have a grasp on the situation.
I mean, now that we know that it's a floating castle, why don't we just look for it?
We still have no way to get up there.
She's going to get us passage. She's going to protect us. We're going to get out of here with no problems. Let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, get some intel on Resnir. Maybe.
We were going to fight Rezmir anyway.
Yeah.
I have one condition. This guy in the bed here stays tied up.
Don't ask. It's a fetish. You don't want to know the dirty details.
She just kind of like throws her hands up and just shakes her head back and forth.
Make sure he's fed, though.
So why do you wear all white?
I personally fancy chromatic dragons of the white persuasion.
Okay, so what's your plan for getting us aboard this floating castle?
Well, she snaps her fingers, and a kobold comes in carrying a banner, and she says, "When you reach the castle, the passphrase Tiamat, Mother and Strength, will get you aboard."
Mother and strength, or mother in strength?
And
What does this piece that we're supposed to be looking for you look like?
oh, you'll not have to worry about retrieving anything for me. I just want you to interrupt this shipment and, again, just put a large blotch on Rezmir's sterling record.
Now, is killing optional or no deaths, lots of deaths?
Please tell me it's encouraged.
Hold up. We aren't going to work with you at all unless we are actually allowed to achieve our goals. So there will be some violence. That is mandatory if we want this arrangement to work.
Whatever it is you see fit, the only thing that I'm looking for is that the shipment of treasure is interrupted. Beyond that, you're your own people.
All right, I can agree in principle. Finally, that trinket, what is it? Why do you want it so bad?
It's it is an artifact that would allow me it would allow me to speak more closely with those dragons which I revere.
Okay.
Now that we have the password, why do we need her?
Well, we don't.
Corey Crawford, I need to assure you right now that I am not very good when there are sharp objects right next to my neck. They have me in right now.
We need her because she hasn't told us when, where, how we're getting on the transport up to the Giant's castle. So either way, she still has information we need to our objective.
And as long as we have right now an impasse where we can take one of theirs out and they're not going to take me out just yet.
Yeah.
All right, Talus. I can agree to the terms of this for now. However, I, Jonathan Taze, would like to have opportunities to renegotiate this deal if things don't seem on the up and up.
Of course.
As I stick my hand out to shake.
She sort of looks at your hand, and instead of reaching out to shake it, goes to do the salute to Tiamat.
Tiamat hasn't taken over this world yet. Just remember that. We're still opposed to that.
Just flash your symbol. Come on, let's get this dome going here.
Oh, just move.
No, you said the word flash and her in a sentence. It might not be what he wants or what she wants.
All right. So Talus gives you guys a bit more information. So the banner is a where's that at? I just had that. The banner is a banner that has 5 stripes colored black, blue, green, red, and white, respectively. It's meant to be flown on a lance or spear as a signal when approaching Skyreach Castle to show that the banner is friendly. As far as she explains a bit more about signals, signs and signals. So the Cult of the Dragon uses several signs and counter signs among its members, and the most common being holding the hand out with all 5 fingers extended, which they call the Tiamat salute. In addition, the phrases "All hail Tiamat" and "They shall rise" are frequently used passphrases. In addition to their signals, cultists often wear 5-colored band or even use red, blue, and green stripes as coded bits of clothing. A few banners showing cult insignia also exist, but most of those are being held in reserve for the days when dragons rise to take over. Until then, passphrases and the salute are the recognition signals used most among Cult of the Dragon members.
It was 5 fingers out is the Tiamat salute. All hail Tiamat, and the countersign is she shall rise.
They shall rise.
They shall rise.
Mm-hmm. I believe the plurality of that is referring to her heads.
Mm-hmm.
Talus identifies to you guys the 5 leaders of the cult as worm speakers, each of whom has an affinity for a particular kind of chromatic dragon. The leaders' names are Severin the Red, Galvin the Blue, Nurenvain the Green.
Slow down.
Severin the Red, Galvin the Blue.
Mm-hmm. Nurenvain the Green.
Mm-hmm.
Resmir the Black. And Verum the White. She says that one with particular disdain. Verum, Varram, the White. She says that one with particular disdain. She also tells you guys in glowing and worshipful tones that a great white dragon inhabits Skyreach Castle. She refers to the dragon as Snow White Glazhael, Glazhael, the Cloud Chaser, a handsome dragon of the pure northern breed. She sounds quite a bit like a fanatic when discussing dragon kind.
Eye roll.
She admits that she doesn't know much about the Red Wizards, but she reveals that a Red Wizard liaison has been sent to help arrange the Horde's transport to the cult's headquarters.
Okay.
All right.
So once again, I take the banner and noticing the extra spears that Laven has gotten out, I've given him the banner.
Okay.
And I just sit there, it's like, yeah, here you go, Corey Crawford.
Thanks. Whatever your name is.
Jonathan. As I continue to wink profusely throughout this entire time.
Jonathan.
Yes, let's all go on to our sports ball match.
Talus also lets you know that some expediency is required when traveling to Parnast to reach Skyreach Castle, because it is due to leave shortly.
Well, why don't you tell us that from the beginning? Let's go.
Yeah.
Right. I affix the banner to one of the spears.
Okay.
So, may we proceed?
Oh, yes. Talus says, well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you, so we'll leave you to it. And they leave the room.
Well,
So-
Guy, great to meet you. Have fun. Life's going to get really comfortable for you.
Alrighty. The village of Parnast. Are you guys ready to travel? Would you like to leave the hunting lodge? Is there anything else you want to do before leaving?
I should probably be calling it so I can get ready for work and dinner and all that jazz.
Okay.
Seems as good of a stopping point as any.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Till next time.
All right.
So do we want to take this point before we go to long rest, or do we not have time for that before the caravan leaves? I mean, for those that need it. I'm just wondering.
Probably be a good idea to take one before we head out, just to be safe.
It'd be nice if we can, but we'll be okay, I think.
If we still have time to make our appointment.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can take a long rest.
Cool.
I'd like to take the time to attune the cloak then.
Yeah, I'll put my bracers on during that time just so I'm wearing them for next time.
Mm-hmm.
I exchanged the chainmail for the very new shiny that I just received.
Sounds good.
I continue reading the Book of Spells.
So is there any information you can give me on this chainmail, or do I need to find out on my own as it goes?
No, it's just plus 1 chainmail. It adds 1 to your armor class, so you should be at 21 now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I understand to have been your goal, from what you said last week.
Well, it's, much like the conversation that you said you had with Darren, I also enjoy having a high AC.
The good news is, though, your character's actually supposed to have a high AC.
Right, yeah.
Where sometimes monks can't use their abilities if they can't be hit.
Very true. All right, boys. Well, that's it for this week. Next week, on to Parnast.
What's up?
That's the
Yay.
Alrighty.
All right, and that's where we end it.